Yo, yo, yo! New day, new do! So, I have not made any progress on my Hollow Knight speedruns, that is our hyperfixation, but I have made a teeny weeny whiny bit of progress in terms of getting my grubby hands on Satisfactory. So I finally found out, it is both, but with the Steam family plan, it is both when you leave the family, you're both your account and the person that you basically a year's penalty essentially for leaving a Steam family, which is so fucking goofy, but I mean I guess it works. And well, it's not gonna have any repercussions for me right now, at least, because I just want to get my grubby hands on Satisfactory. That's my game plan here. So I have not talked to my friend here after the last video, but I have made. I mean, it's not a big step, but I know that there's basically no penalty for me right now. It is like a Clash of Clans clan. I just need to make a Steam family, and then everybody in that family can like share everything on their in their Steam page. And in terms of like playing together the same game, it's essentially like having physical copies of a game, like in a like family, fucking under the TV drawer or something. Essentially, if you have two of the same game shared in all in all, you can play two together, but you can't share the same game, if that makes sense. So that's probably not gonna be a problem. At least if I don't want to play with my bro here, which is not the plan. I think he's had enough of Satisfactory for a while. But who knows? He might want to join in, and then we realize that we can't really, because that's just life sucks. Steam sucks. Steam doesn't suck. Steam is pretty goated. Another thing that I am so happy about is that Gen G is out of the Rocket League tournament. My god, I don't think they have, like, in this entire week, in this entire, like, World Cup, they have not won a single time. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think they've won a single time. So that's pretty funny to me. And, yeah. I mean, I'm happy about it because I don't know, I have an unreasonable, unexplainable hatred for Gen G. They're just annoying. I have an even bigger hatred for Gentlemates, and unfortunately, they got through. But the biggest W of the entire fucking tournament so far is that Oxygen is through to the top 8. Which is really funny because they are essentially just a placeholder for, I think the lore is some other team qualified and they didn't. So they weren't even meant to be here, and now they're in the top 8. So that's pretty funny. They're also the guys who did the funny meme with, I can't believe I've never lost to Oski, and Oski is saying, the fucking player quotes. I told you yesterday. I'm not gonna repeat myself. They're funny guys. They're funny guys, and I am so happy, and I hope they go all the way to win the entire major. They is it called a major or is it just called a World Cup? It's fucking shit. I don't know. I hope they win. Is essentially what I'm getting at. And essentially, that's all the updates I have for now. I haven't even looked at like the brackets and if there are even teams like versus is up right now. But I'm expecting that I am gonna be betting tonight because I forgot to last night, and I would have won so many fucking coins and trinkets from the local gambling site. I would have been rich because I would have betted against Gen G. I would also have betted for Space Station. Space Station also made it all the way through. I also would have bet on Oxygen. Oxygen also made it all the way through. So I mean, hey, I would have won so hard. But alas, here we are. No coins in the pouch, unfortunately. So, oh thunder. So I've spent the entire day today just preparing for the guests, and I don't know. I don't know why, but I have invited them to dinner at I've invited them for 4 o'clock, and that is pretty fucking early. I realize now. So I don't really know. I'm not expecting anyone to be there at the time. Oh thunder! But I'm at least hoping somebody is gonna be there at dinner, because I've been spending a lot of time and a lot of coin on that I could have spent on Satisfactory if I did if nobody ends up showing up. It's gonna be some very fucking good grub. It's some pulled pork. Just classic pulled pork. It's so fucking easy to make for a lot of people, and it's gonna be there like the entire fucking night, so why not? Why not just have it? So that's gonna be pretty cool. I'm expecting to get to a level 5 drunk tonight, aka blackout. That is the goal. That is the goal for tonight. Oh, God damn. Okay, the controller is looking a lot cleaner today than it was yesterday, but that doesn't mean I'm doing any better. Uh-oh, uh-oh. So yeah, I've been done making some the fucking pulled pork. I rubbed it with a bunch of shit last night and just let it sit overnight in the fridge. So that's gonna turn out great. I woke up so fucking early this morning to just slam it into the oven with a bit of some beer in the bottom. That's just the way to go. When you're making pulled pork, just like pour a bunch of beer down to the bottom so they can sit there and soak. I couldn't quite fit it into one bowl, not a bowl, fucking thingamajig, so I put it into 2, and I've now transferred it to 1 because it is, it's shrunk a bit because it's been there for fucking 5 hours. It's been there for way longer than 5 hours actually, almost 8 hours I'd say. Anyway, it's been there for a long time, and it is the apartment smells fucking amazing right now. So pretty goated. Otherwise, I've just been busy making shit from the ground up, making some coleslaw because I am a white. Making some coleslaw from the ground up, making some barbecue sauce from the ground up. Yo!
Når du fandme der pisse, der kan I låne dig i sådan 2 minutter?
Yeah, I guess. So, just my homemade fucking barbecue, which I have been making for years at this point, so I know the recipe inside out. Just a bunch of shit. I've also been trying to follow some Texan MILF recipe for brioche buns, because God, I don't want to buy fucking buns for I don't know, maybe it's 5 people, maybe it's 15, maybe it's 20. I don't know how many people are gonna show up tonight. I don't even know how, first of all, who's gonna actually show up, and second of all, if there's gonna be, how many are gonna be there for dinner. I don't fucking know, so I'm just making enough. And also, store-bought buns are expensive as hell. So I'm just making them homemade and hoping they turn out fine. I've never made them before. I'm a cook. I'm not a baker. That's the problem. But we're gonna try. It's like I've already fucked up in one major way, which is the yeast. I just used the normal ass fucking yeast that I'm used to having, and that was apparently not it because they needed some sort of fast growing yeast or like some prepared yeast, something that was like something akin to like a meat starter yeast. I think it's actually the exact same they use. I needed to use that and I didn't. I just used a normal ass fucking yeast and it didn't turn out at all the way. I used so much more flour than her and I'm hoping that doesn't fuck up anything. Probably does. Probably gonna be dry as hell. But who knows? I just want to use all the fucking friggin' mysterious mixture that I've made. Essentially just sugar, water, and that fucking yeast. Just dissolved. The thing is, I'm using like a block of yeast, because that's all I've ever known, and she used like, you know, actual professional fucking yeast that is not really, I don't know, I've never had one in my hand before, and I don't know where to get it, so I'm just freestyling a bit here, and I just hope it turns out fine. I also don't really, I'm trying to match it up to like actually fit when we're gonna eat, but that's probably not gonna fucking happen. It's just resting right now, just like, you know, duplication glitching itself, and that's pretty much it for the next like what, half an hour. It's gonna be that, and then I gotta turn it into buns and shit, and then it's gotta rest another hour, but then bake for like 15 minutes or so, and that is way too early. So I don't know if I'm just gonna like let it stand there and chill, because that's like, are there any consequences to that, or is it only gonna get better the more it just stands and chills, hangs out, as one would say? I don't know. I'm gonna try and time it somewhat with like people actually getting here and people being hungry. I also gotta time it with the actual pulled pork, with, you know, the whole it being in the oven. It doesn't really have a set timer. It just needs a solid like 12 hours or so in the oven, which fits pretty nicely with where we are right now. I don't know. I'm just spitballing some fucking numbers here. I don't know. Please don't fact check me. Can I heal here? I can easily heal here. Not a problem. So, yeah, that's essentially how my day has been going. Just like buying shit and making shit. I don't know if we have enough alcohol for tonight, but I'm hoping just people are arriving with their own shit, and then we can just share everything, and that's gonna be good enough, because we are not the richest fellas in the world right now. So I'm hoping. Here's to hoping. Yeah, shit, crud. I'm also just expect a drunk run from somewhere from tonight. I don't know if I'm gonna be the one making the drunk runs. That's like a 50-50 at this point. When people know. I also, God, I really wanted to, because when we were drinking, especially with the gang, it's just gonna be a floodgate of fucking great goated ideas, and I am so sad that we don't have any sticky notes for writing them down and putting in the hyperfixation hat. So that's gonna suck. But that's how it is. I also gotta find out the rules of another thing, a competition I'm holding, essentially just for competing for the one and only free, like, sleeping place we have on the sofa, on the couch. So I don't really know. I'm not fully decided yet, even though people are gonna be here in like 1 hour or so. I haven't really decided, but I'm expecting it's gonna be Mario Kart, like drinking Mario Kart. Another thing about that is that we haven't ever really decided on the rules. The rules at first were just, okay, you complete one lap, then you, like, before you complete each lap, you have to finish one drink. That was apparently the one the boys went with, and I, as the culture individual myself, no, I would say, okay, you finish you have 3 drinks in front of you, and you finish, or shots preferably. You have 3 shots in front of you, and you finish all of them before you finish the race. And that's gonna fuck you up real hard. And you can just distribute it evenly. Like, my strat is usually just chug them all at once. Or if I know there's a straight line somewhere on the map, I just, you know, let my car just drive on its own. Okay, you have to take off the assist thingy, because that's gonna help an awful ton, and that's not really fair. We did that. We have already banned that. So yeah, I don't. I'm also haven't decided yet if it's gonna be like a best out of 3 or something, or if we just do like one race and that's it. Because I know a certain someone has definitely played before. Our old roommate, aka my rival, he knows so many maps, and he has. I mean, he's had it as our hyperfixation to speedrun Mario Kart. I do think that he actually has, you know, a fucking mattress here in the apartment somewhere that he's just gonna use instead of the couch. So technically we have 2 spots, but we only have one that's like actually left open to being the certified sleeper spot. Yeah, I don't really know. I don't know where this whole thing goes, but I'm hoping tonight is gonna be fire. I also, did I mention I don't really know who's coming? I know from one of my friends, the one I'm planning the somewhere in Europe trip with. His homies, aka my homies, but he's, you know, closer homies with them. They are also invited, but they're probably coming, but they haven't told me they're coming. I got told by my friend here that they were coming, and that's like, I don't know how credible of a source that is, but I mean, God damn it, how did you survive all that? Alright, goated. Already 1 blood heart. This sucks. So yeah, I don't know, we're kind of short on beer in general. We're also short on fridge space. So that kind of sucks, but that's how life goes. Most of the beer is in the fucking fridge, so I mean, I don't know if we're gonna remove it, take it on. We have like a little ice bucket, essentially, where we just keep a bunch of fucking ice and beer, and I don't know if it's all gonna be there, but it could be, maybe. Yeah, good night. It could be, but that might be a I just need some fridge space for the fucking food I'm making. But that might not be necessary. I'm not sure. God, I hate Galleon. My hatred for Galleon is never ending. He was standing in such a good spot. Can you just continue standing there? That would be great. Of course he can't. The fucking dumbass. Well, now I need to heal against Shio. Shio has been rough on me lately. I don't know what I've done to disturb him, but he's not my friend right now. Look, he's going straight for the kill. Okay, that was just a skill issue. I jumped after I dashed. I should have. God damn it, shit. Well, I'm gonna blame my controller on that, as I always do. That was I can gaslight you into thinking that was stick drift. That was the stick drift taking over. Even though this controller doesn't have a problem with stick drift. Anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna go out and see what that was. So over and out.